Welcome back to Speed at the Garage. On this Saturday, I want to put my new catch can on the Nissan. Stick around. All right, everybody. The catch can of choice, I decided to choose this one. It's some no-name catch can setup off of Amazon. They had like 4 different colors. I thought I picked black. I accidentally picked billet aluminum, but I'm too lazy to return it, so whatever. I'm gonna put it on there. It looks just like all the ones you see on Amazon, but this particular one has like some etching right there, and then it's got some etching of the oil catch can. It says inlet on this side, and then it says outlet. That's no big deal, but you know, I liked it.
A few moments later.
All right, the bracket I'm gonna use, what I'm gonna use to make the material, the material I'm gonna use to make this bracket for my oil catch can is some of this 1/4-inch thick or 0.25 aluminum. It's what I had laying around. I mean, I could have used steel, but I wanted to use something light. I'm gonna have to take this material, make this bracket, and also got to take and make something to bolt up to the back of the can, and then also got to have something to bolt up to the cylinder head as well. So let's go ahead and get started by making this the thickness I need, which is that. All right, now I need to mark the halfway point in this bracelet I'm making so that I can bend it. So what I'm gonna do is, I got 3.5 over here. I'm just gonna mark 3.5 on this deal here. All right, I went ahead and got my pipe bent. While I was bending the pipe, I basically was using this piece of aluminum filler rod for TIG welding. I basically used that, bent it to shape, which, you know, you already saw me. I transferred it also to this piece of paper, and I double checked my measurements by putting it on this piece of paper. So everything looked good. This side right here is a little long according to my mark, so I'm about to mark that, cut that again, and next we should be able to start drilling holes. I need to know what size hole to drill in this daggone bracket that I'm making. So I like using these right here. A digital caliper. I mean, these are super cheap at Harbor Freight. I mean, they ain't got to be exact or as far as accurate, like calibrated. I mean, it's just giving you rough numbers. So I've already verified that this bolt right here goes into the cylinder head. So usually what I do is I take this and I try to measure it, kind of get a rough measurement. So I got a 0.388, tighten that top nut, transfer it over to these. I'm gonna start drilling my first hole using this. We need to go to the next size up. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and test fit this real quick. Let me see if I can find a shorter bolt, or I may just cut this one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna cut this one because I want to try out my new tool. So my new tool is this. Let me take it out of the package real quick. All right, so check this out. They got me. I seen the advertisement on Facebook and I said, you know what? I'm gonna buy one. I didn't get it off of Facebook. I got it off of Amazon. I don't quite trust all them ads, but I did get like 2 of these off of Amazon for, I wanna say maybe 12 bucks, something like that. Anyways, I've been dying to try one of these, so this would be a great little project to see if this thing works. Well, daggone, it ain't gonna work. The bolt is too short and it's like going in there, and I mean, I might be able to get it, but there ain't no way I can put something on this and then drill. I mean, I can put a socket on that and then hold it and try to drill, but no. I'm gonna basically clean this up another way. All right, that looks good. Let me see if I can hold the catch can up to kind of get an idea of what I want to do next. Had to beat on it with a hammer a few times to get it like I want it. But I mean, that's good enough for me. All right, next up, I got to make something that bolts up to this so that it'll attach to the bracket. I'm trying to go for kind of like something like this, maybe. What I end up doing is I think I can use that scrap piece to make that work. So let me mark my 2 holes and go ahead and drill it. All right, let's see if it looks like it'll match up, which it does. So, all right, guys, there's a bunch of videos all over the place, all over YouTube, on how to prep aluminum before you weld it. If you don't know any of videos, you can try out my buddy. Actually, he ain't my buddy. I'm talking to him like he's my buddy because I watch his videos so much. But basically, welding tips and tricks. On YouTube, it's like an older gentleman. He got that salt and pepper look going on. You know what I'm saying? He kind of like an old school MacGyver, or like an old Patrick Swayze, you know what I'm saying? He got glasses, but the dude got some good content. And that's how I learned how to do all my welding stuff. I didn't take no classes. I just basically watched that dude every day for months and basically got a grip on it. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna sand it down with a clean piece of Scotch-Brite, or as they say, aluminum dedicated only. This piece right here is trash. So let me find a new piece real quick. Alrighty, I got both pieces, or at least the parts that I was gonna weld. I got them all polished up using some brand new Scotch-Brite. The next step is you're supposed to wash this with some good clean water with a little bit of dish soap in it. You want to get it real clean. I mean, I learned that trick from my boy RJ's over there off of Capitol Boulevard, RJ's Custom Piping. Just watching him and asking him a few questions. Yeah, that's like one of the best ways of cleaning this stuff before you weld it. But I'm gonna skip that step and I'm gonna go right to the last and final step before you weld. This stuff right here, acetone. That's the last cleaning process that you need to do right before you weld. I mean, you can get this stuff anywhere. You want to clean it thoroughly with acetone till there is no other color on your rag or paper towel than white. So let's clean it real quick. Or let's clean that. Another option you got as far as cleaning up your aluminum is getting you a stainless steel wire brush, something small like this, but it's got to be, like I said before, dedicated. You can't touch that on anything else other than aluminum or it's going to contaminate it. I'm going to scuff that up, hit it one more time with acetone, and we're going to go ahead and get fitted up to start welding. So alrighty, getting close to the part of welding. That's your tungsten, and that thing right there needs to be removed and sharpened on the belt sander. Another thing that needs to be cleaned is your filling material. They always say between machining and packaging and all that good stuff, that you always get a little something on that as well. One thing known about TIG welding is everything got to be stupid clean if you want it to look like stupid good. So just make sure everything is stupid clean. I'm gonna go ahead and preheat this aluminum with a little MAP gas since the material is kind of thick. And also, if you mess with aluminum gets real hot when you weld it. So this right here is your best friend. Once again, the guy that trained me how to weld via watching YouTube, also sell these over at weldmongers.com. This is like a must-have if you're gonna weld aluminum. After watching a bunch of videos, I use my pinky finger. And then what you do is you slide that across the piece, and it helps you kind of control the torch and your filling material, you know, without your hand burning the pieces. Let's go ahead and get grounded and get set up. Alrighty, I got that tack on that side. Alrighty. Got my two little tacks. Let me flip it over and tack the other side too. Good, that junk look good, boy. That look good. That ain't bad. I tell you what, that ain't bad. I might run back over it with no filler material and post the pedal to kind of lay that out a little bit more. But regardless, I'm gonna have to take that down anyways. I don't know, I still don't think that's hot enough to get down in the root. So like I said, I may run back over it and just post it with my foot to kind of soak it in a little bit and flatten it out. Either way, you see them dimes. I'm going to the other side. On this run here, I'm gonna take my tungsten and stick it out a little bit longer. I don't know how much I need. Probably something like that. And since that's sticking out a little bit more than normal, I'm probably gonna have to turn my gas up a little bit. Piece is done. I went back over that side, like I said, and posted just to kind of soak that material into the root a little more, because I'm about to grind that off because I want this whole side to be flush. That's all she wrote. About to cool it off and go to grinding. I'll be back. Out of this little kit of fittings that came with it, I'm gonna use the smallest two out of all of them. Oh snap, this junk came with hardware. I did not realize that. All right, well, I guess we don't need them. We don't need the big ones. Two. All I need is this, the two smaller ones. So let's install those. I'm not gonna use any Teflon tape on this, on these fittings, but the stuff that I love to use if I don't use Teflon tape is this stuff here. It's like I call it a Teflon paste. It's made by Permatex. Basically it's thread sealer, but it's basically liquid Teflon tape. It's white and everything. Put that on the fittings and go ahead and install it. There you go. Looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna tuck some of this stuff away a little bit better and probably replace this. All right, there we go. We got the catch can installed. I don't even know why I even did that. But as you can tell, it don't look too bad. I mean, I wish it was black, but it's not. I still might return it, get the black one, kind of get a little more cleaner look. And then I probably will take this bracket off that I made and probably get it powder coated. I mean, I got all that stuff to do it. I probably would get the right hoses. These are some hoses I had laying around, but I mean, it basically gets the job done. If I want to go drive it tonight, I'll go drive it tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. I have another video coming up about my boost control issue. It's fixed. Tariq, it's fixed. Stay tuned.